Hey guys, welcome back to Forceful Anime. If you love intense anime stories, dark twists, and powerful what if fanfics, then you are in the right place. On this channel, we bring you epic Naruto fanfics, alternate timelines, and stories that will completely change how you see your favorite characters. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now, sit back, relax, and let's dive into today's story. Video title: They called him a monster. Naruto lost everything. If you enjoyed this fanfic, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon for more amazing anime fanfics. And now, let's begin the story. The Hidden Leaf Village had never felt this cold. Not the kind of cold that came from winter winds or falling snow, but something deeper. Something that seeped into the bones. The kind of cold that came from fear and betrayal. Naruto Uzumaki stood alone in the center of the council chamber. No laughter, no bright grin, no loud declarations about becoming Hokage. Just silence. The room was filled Jonin, elders, clan heads, and even fellow genin. Faces he had known for years. Faces he had trusted. Now those same faces looked at him like he was something else. Something dangerous. Something inhuman. At the center, the elders whispered among themselves. Their voices were low, calculating, like they were deciding the fate of something disposable. Naruto clenched his fists. Why are they looking at me like this? He had been called to the council without explanation. No mission briefing, no warning, just orders. And now he was standing trial. A tall shinobi stepped forward. His dark glasses reflected the chamber lights, hiding his eyes completely. His coat shifted as tiny insects crawled along his sleeves. The facts are clear, the man said calmly. During the finals, Naruto Uzumaki displayed abnormal chakra, dark, volatile, and clearly non-human in origin. A murmur spread across the room. Naruto's heart skipped. They're talking about that moment. The fight. The surge of power. The thing he couldn't control. The thing that had saved him. Another voice cut in cold and sharp. The chakra wasn't just abnormal, said a pale boy with white eyes, his gaze piercing straight through Naruto. It healed him instantly. It amplified his strength beyond human limits. That is not natural. Naruto recognized the tone. Neji Hyuga. Neji stepped forward, arms crossed. The only reason I lost was because that power interfered. It wasn't skill. It wasn't training. It was something else. Naruto's jaw tightened. You're saying I cheated? Naruto snapped, his voice echoing. I didn't even know what that power was. Neji didn't flinch. Exactly, he said, which makes it even more dangerous. A few people nodded. Others avoided Naruto's eyes. Then came a voice that hit harder than any accusation. Why are we even debating this? Naruto froze. Sakura. She stood near the front, fists clenched, her expression filled with anger, no disgust. He's a threat, she continued. We've all seen it. If that thing inside him loses control, what happens to the village? What happens to us? Naruto felt something crack inside his chest. Sakura, I would never. Wouldn't you? She cut him off. Or is that just what you want us to believe? The room fell silent again. Naruto looked around. Iruka wasn't here. Kakashi wasn't speaking. Even those who once smiled at him now stood quietly, letting the accusations pile up. One voice broke through the tension. Enough. All heads turned. Shikamaru Nara stepped forward, hands in his pockets, expression unreadable. This is getting troublesome, he said. But we need to think logically. Naruto stared at him. Shikamaru. For the sake of the village, Shikamaru continued, we can't ignore the risk. If Naruto truly hosts something dangerous, then keeping him here could put everyone in danger. Naruto's stomach dropped. But, Shikamaru added, killing him outright would be reckless. If that power is as unstable as we think, it might break free. A chill ran through the room. So what are you suggesting? Someone asked. Shikamaru exhaled slowly. We strip him of his chakra and exile him. The words hit like a hammer. Exile. Not punishment. Not training. Not investigation. Removal. Erasure. Naruto's breathing grew uneven. You're kicking me out, he said quietly. After everything I've done for this village. No one answered. And somehow, that silence hurt more than anything. Then, a voice rose. Strong, clear, and furious. You can't be serious. All eyes turned to the back of the room. Tenten stepped forward, her gaze blazing. I've known Naruto since we were kids, she said. He's never hurt anyone without reason. He helps people, he saves people. She pointed at the council. Have any of you actually talked to him? Or are you just making decisions based on fear? Beside her, Rock Lee nodded vigorously. I agree, Lee said. Naruto is a man of great spirit. A man who values his friends above all else. It would be dishonorable to judge him without hearing his side. Naruto blinked. There, defending me. For the first time since entering the chamber, he didn't feel completely alone. But the support was small. And the room was full. Shikamaru sighed. Troublesome, but emotions don't change facts. Even if Naruto means well, that power inside him is still a threat. Tenten stepped closer. Or maybe it's something we don't understand yet. Neji shook his head. Fate is not so easily denied. If he carries a demon, then his path is already decided. Naruto's fists trembled. A demon, he whispered. The word echoed in his mind. Monster, threat, danger, all the names people had whispered behind his back his entire life. And now, they were saying it out loud. Naruto lifted his head slowly. If you think I'm a monster, he said, voice shaking but steady, then at least look me in the eye and say it. No one moved. No one spoke, except one. Yes, Sakura said. Naruto's breath caught. I think you are, she continued. And I think the village would be safer without you. Something inside Naruto went quiet. Not angry, not loud, just empty. The council elder finally stood. The decision will be made by sunrise, he declared. Until then, Naruto Uzumaki will remain under guard. Guard stepped forward. Naruto didn't resist. He didn't fight, didn't shout, didn't argue. As they took him away, he looked back one last time. At the village he loved. At the people he trusted. At the friends who turned away. And the few who didn't. Tenten, Lee, a faint, broken smile touched his lips. Thanks, he whispered. But they couldn't hear him. And for the first time in his life, Naruto Uzumaki felt truly alone. The cell was colder than the night outside. Stone walls, iron bars, no light except for a faint flicker from a torch down the hall. The kind of place reserved for criminals, not heroes. Naruto sat on the ground, his back against the wall, knees pulled in. He hadn't said a word since they locked him in. Didn't fight, didn't shout, didn't even ask questions. Because deep down, he already knew. They've made up their minds. A faint rip echoed somewhere in the darkness. Time felt slow here. Too slow. Naruto closed his eyes, replaying everything in his head. The council, the accusations, Sakura's words. I think you are a monster. His chest tightened. Guess nothing really changed, he muttered. For years, he had fought to earn their respect, their trust, their acknowledgement, and for a while, he thought he had it. But all it took was one moment, one glimpse of something they didn't understand. And suddenly, he was back to being that kid again. The one people whispered about. The one they avoided. The one they feared. Naruto let out a quiet laugh. Pretty funny, huh? He said to the empty room. All that hard work, gone just like that. Silence answered him. Then, a voice. Low, deep, familiar. So, this is how they repay you. Naruto's eyes snapped open. Who's there? But he already knew. That voice didn't come from outside the cell. It came from inside him. A heavy presence filled the air, pressing against his chest like an unseen weight. You gave them everything, the voice continued. Your loyalty, your strength, your life. Naruto swallowed. Shut up. A low chuckle echoed in his mind. And now they throw you away, like trash. Shut up. Naruto shouted, slamming his fist against the wall. The sound echoed through the corridor. Footsteps approached. A guard appeared at the bars, scowling. Keep it down, brat. Naruto didn't respond, didn't even look at him. After a moment, the guard left, muttering under his breath. The silence returned, but the voice didn't leave. You can deny it all you want, it said. But you feel it too, don't you? Naruto's hands trembled. That anger, that pain. Stop, Naruto whispered. That desire to make them understand. I said stop. The presence grew stronger, darker. Let me help you. Naruto's breath hitched. Help me. For a moment, just a moment, he considered it. Power, strength, the ability to prove them all wrong. To show them he wasn't weak. That he wasn't something to be discarded. But then, images flashed in his mind. Iruka smiling at him. Kakashi reading his book. Tenten and Lee standing up for him. The few people who still believed. Naruto clenched his fists. No, he said firmly. I'm not like that. The presence paused, then laughed. Not yet. And just like that, it faded, leaving Naruto alone once more. He exhaled slowly, his body shaking. I'm not a monster, he whispered to himself. But the words didn't feel as strong as they used to. Hours passed. Or maybe it was minutes. Naruto couldn't tell anymore. Then, footsteps. Soft this time. Careful. Naruto looked up. A shadow stopped outside the bars. Naruto. His eyes widened. Hinata. She stepped into the faint torchlight, her pale eyes filled with worry. I'm sorry, she said quietly. I shouldn't be here, but I had to see you. Naruto stood up slowly, moving closer to the bars. You shouldn't, he said. If they catch you, I don't care. Her voice was soft, but firm. I needed to know if you were okay. Naruto froze. Okay. The word felt strange. Do I look okay? He asked, forcing a small smile. Hinata's expression tightened. No, she admitted. For a moment, neither of them spoke. Then Naruto sighed, leaning against the bars. So, you heard everything. Hanata nodded. I don't believe them, she said immediately. You're not a demon. Naruto looked at her, really looked, and for the first time since the trial, he felt something warm. Thanks, he said quietly. Hanata hesitated. There's something else, she added. Naruto's brow furrowed. What is it? Her hands tightened. The council, they've already decided. Naruto's heart stopped. What? They're going to strip your chakra, she said, her voice trembling. And exile you at sunrise. Silence. Heavy. Crushing. Naruto stared at the ground. So that's it. Huh. No trial. No defense. No chance. Just gone. Hanata stepped closer. There has to be another way, she said. We can talk to them, we can. It won't matter. Naruto cut in gently. He looked up at her and smiled. Not a broken smile this time. A real one. It's okay, he said. I get it. Hanata shook her head. No, you don't. I do. Naruto's eyes softened. They're scared. Hanata fell silent. And when people are scared, they do things they normally wouldn't. He shrugged slightly. Guess I just gave them a reason. Hanata's eyes filled with tears. That's not fair. Naruto chuckled softly. Since when has life been fair? She reached through the bars, grabbing his hand. Her grip was small, but strong. I won't let them do this to you, she said. Naruto looked at their hands, then gently pulled away. Don't, he said. Hanata blinked. Why? Because if you fight them, Naruto said, you'll just end up like me. The words hung in the air. Heavy. Real. Hanata lowered her head. I'm sorry, she whispered again. Naruto shook his head. Don't be. He took a step back. It's not your fault. Footsteps echoed again, louder this time. Gods. Hanata's eyes widened. I have to go, she said quickly. Naruto nodded. Yeah. She hesitated for a second, then turned and disappeared into the darkness. Naruto watched her go, and when she was gone, the silence returned. But this time, it felt different, not empty, not completely, because now he knew the truth. They had already decided his fate. Naruto slowly sat back down, staring at the ground. Sunrise. Huh. His fists clenched. Not in anger. Not yet. But something was changing. Something quiet. Something dangerous. Something that even he didn't fully understand. And deep within him, that voice stirred again. Tick tock. Dawn came too quickly. A pale orange light stretched across the sky, creeping over the rooftops of the Hidden Leaf Village. It should have been peaceful. But today, it felt like an execution. Naruto stood at the center of a white ceiling ground just outside the village walls. Strange markings covered the earth beneath his feet, intricate symbols carved deep into the stone. A ceiling array, not meant to restrain, meant to strip. 4 Ambus stood at each corner, unmoving, their masks blank and emotionless. Around them, the council had gathered. Clan heads, jonin, witnesses, everyone who needed to see this. Everyone who needed to believe this was the right choice. Naruto's hands were bound in front of him, chakra suppressing cuffs wrapped tightly around his wrists. He didn't struggle, didn't speak, didn't even look angry. Just quiet. His eyes scanned the crowd. He saw them. Tenten clenching her fists, barely holding herself back. Rock Lee standing stiff, his body trembling with restrained emotion. Hanata, hidden behind others, her head lowered. And then, Sakura. She didn't look away this time. She met his eyes. But there was no hesitation. No regret. Only resolve. Naruto looked away first. Guess this is really happening, he murmured. An elder stepped forward. The procedure will begin immediately, he announced. Naruto Uzumaki, you are to remain still. Any resistance will be dealt with accordingly. Naruto let out a small breath. Yeah, sure. The elder gave a signal. The Ambu moved. 4 shinobi stepped into the circle, kneeling at each point of the seal. Their hands slammed against the ground in perfect sync. Begin chakra extraction. The symbols beneath Naruto's feet lit up. Bright, blinding. Naruto's body stiffened. Then, pain. It hit instantly, like something was being ripped out of him. His knees buckled, but the bindings held him upright. The seal pulsed again, stronger. Naruto gritted his teeth, his entire body shaking. It wasn't just physical pain. It felt like his very core was being torn apart. Like something deep inside him was being dragged into the open. The crowd watched in silence. Some looked uneasy, others satisfied. This is necessary, one of the elders said quietly. Naruto heard it and laughed. A weak, broken sound. Necessary, huh? The seal flared again. Naruto screamed. Inside him, that presence stirred violently. They're tearing me out. The voice wasn't calm anymore. It was furious. After everything, they dare. Shut up, Naruto gasped, barely able to breathe. You still defend them, I said. Shut up. The ground beneath him cracked slightly as a faint red aura flickered around his body. The Ambu flinched. Chakra spike detected. Increased suppression. The seal intensified. Naruto's scream echoed across the field. From the crowd, stop this. Tenten stepped forward. This isn't right, she shouted. You're going to kill him. Lee moved beside her. This is beyond punishment. This is cruelty. Stand down, and Ambu warned. Hanata took a step forward too. Her voice was soft, but it carried. Please, this isn't justice. The council didn't respond. The elder's expression hardened. Continue. The seal surged again. Naruto's vision blurred. His body felt like it was breaking apart. And deep within, something snapped. Enough. The voice roared. Loud. Overpowering. And this time, Naruto didn't fight it. His eyes widened. Wait. Too late. A wave of chakra exploded outward. The ceiling array shattered. Cracks spread across the ground as a massive surge of red energy burst from Naruto's body. The Ambu were thrown back. The bindings on his wrists snapped instantly. Dust filled the air. The crowd stumbled, shielding their eyes. What is this? The chakra wasn't just powerful. It was alive, wild, uncontrolled, terrifying. At the center of it, Naruto stood, his head lowered, his body shaking. A cloak of red energy surrounded him, flickering like flames. When he looked up, his eyes weren't the same. They glowed, fierce, unfamiliar, and filled with something dangerous. I told you, he said slowly, his voice echoing unnaturally. To stop. Silence. Pure silence. Even the wind seemed to disappear. Neji's eyes widened slightly. This chakra. Shikamaru's expression darkened. This just got a lot more troublesome. Sakura took a step back. For the first time, fear crossed her face. Naruto looked at his hands. at the energy surrounding him, at the power they had tried to rip away. So this is what you were afraid of, he whispered. Inside him, the voice laughed. Now they see you for what you truly are. Naruto clenched his fists. The chakra surged again. The ground beneath him cracked further. Ambu rushed forward. Subdue him. They attacked. Fast. Precise. But they never reached him. The chakra lashed out like a living thing, throwing them back instantly. No effort. No control. Just raw power. Naruto didn't move. Didn't chase. Didn't attack. He just stood there, breathing, thinking, feeling, everything at once. Pain, anger, betrayal, and something new, something darker. He lifted his gaze, and for a moment, it landed on the ones who had stood by him. Tenten, Lee, Hanata. Their faces weren't filled with fear. They were filled with worry. That hurt more than anything. Naruto closed his eyes. I don't want to hurt you, he said quietly. The chakra flickered, unstable, conflicted. Behind him, the elders shouted. He's lost control. Eliminate him if necessary. Naruto's eyes snapped open. Eliminate me. Something inside him twisted. Sharp. Cold. And this time, he didn't suppress it. The chakra flared violently. A shockwave blasted outward, forcing everyone back. Naruto took a step forward. Just one, and the entire field felt it. If that's how it is, he said, his voice low, dangerous. Then maybe you were right. The air grew heavy, oppressive, like a storm about to break. Inside him, the voice whispered, say it. Naruto's expression hardened. Maybe I am a monster. The air felt heavy, like the world itself was holding its breath. Naruto stood at the center of destruction, cracked earth beneath his feet, red chakra roaring around him like a storm. And in front of him, the entire village, weapons drawn, fear in their eyes. Stand down, Naruto. And Ambu shouted. Naruto didn't move, didn't blink, didn't even react. Inside him, the voice was louder now. Look at them, ready to kill you. Naruto's jaw tightened. I see them. Then why hold back? His fingers curled slowly. The chakra responded instantly, spiking, twisting, growing sharper. They made their choice, the voice whispered. Naruto took another step forward. The ground cracked deeper. Shinobi flinched. They chose fear over trust. Naruto's breathing grew heavier. I trusted them. The words came out broken, raw, and they threw me away. The chakra flared violently. Wind exploded outward. Leaves, dust, and debris spiraled into the air. Attack! Someone yelled. And just like that, everything erupted. Shinobi rushed him from every side. Blades, jutsu, precision strikes. Naruto vanished. Too fast. A blur of red. He reappeared behind one attacker didn't strike, just released a shockwave that sent them flying. Another came. Blocked. Thrown back. A third. The chakra lashed out before Naruto even moved. He wasn't fighting like himself anymore. No strategy. No clones. Just instinct. Just power. Stop this. Tenten shouted, dodging debris. He's not in control, Lee added, trying to get closer. But the battlefield was chaos. Naruto's chakra surged unpredictably, striking everything around him, even the ones trying to help. Hanata stepped forward, activating her Byakugan. I can see it, she whispered. The chakra, it's overwhelming him. She ran forward, straight into the storm. Hanata, no, someone shouted. But she didn't stop. Naruto turned, sensing her. His eyes locked onto hers. And for a moment, everything slowed. Naruto, she called softly. His body froze. The chakra flickered. Unstable, conflicted. Please, she said, stepping closer despite the pressure. This isn't you. Naruto's expression shifted. Pain, confusion. Hanata, the voice inside him snarled. Don't listen. She believes in you, it hissed. Just like the others, before they turned. Naruto's breathing became uneven. He started. Hanata reached out her hand. You're not alone. Silence. Just one step. That's all Naruto had to take. Just one step. Back to himself. But then, do it. An Ambu appeared behind Hanata. Blade raised, aiming for Naruto. Time snapped. Naruto's eyes widened. No. The chakra exploded. A violent surge blasted outward. Too strong. Too wild. Hanata was thrown back. Hard. She hit the ground and didn't move. Everything stopped. Naruto stood frozen, his eyes locked on her. Hanata. No response. The world went silent. Then, something inside him shattered. Completely. The chakra rod. Darker. Heavier. More violent than before. You hurt her. His voice dropped. Low. Unfamiliar. Every shinobi took a step back. Even the Ambu hesitated. Naruto lifted his head. And this time, there was no hesitation left. No doubt. No restraint. Stay away from me. The ground beneath him exploded. A massive shockwave tore through the field, forcing everyone back. No one could approach. No one could stop him. Naruto turned, not toward the village, but away from it. I'm done, he said coldly. And in a flash, he disappeared. Silence fell over the battlefield. Smoke, destruction, fear. He's gone, someone whispered. Shikamaru exhaled slowly. This just became a much bigger problem. Tenten dropped to her knees beside Hanata. Hanata, stay with me. Lee stood frozen, fists trembling. Naruto, far beyond the village. Naruto didn't stop running. Didn't look back. Didn't slow down. The red chakra still surrounded him. But now it was quieter. Controlled. Watching. Waiting. Inside him, the voice whispered one last time. They made you a monster. Naruto's eyes hardened. No, he kept moving forward. I chose to leave. And for the first time, there was no home behind him. Only the unknown ahead. The forest was silent. No village noise. No voices. No judgment. Just wind. And footsteps. Naruto didn't stop running until his body gave out. By the time he collapsed, the sun was already setting, painting the sky in shades of red and gold. Fitting. He lay on his back, staring up at the sky, chest rising and falling heavily. I made it out. No guards. No pursuit. At least, not yet. For the first time since everything happened, he was alone. Truly alone. Hours passed. Maybe more. Naruto eventually sat up, wincing slightly. His body still ached from the ceiling attempt. But something felt different. Stronger. Sharper. Like his senses had expanded. He looked at his hands. The faint red chakra flickered around his fingers, then faded. So it's still there. Of course it was. They tried to rip it out. Failed. And now, it felt more awake than ever. A low chuckle echoed inside him. You're finally noticing. Naruto didn't flinch this time. Yeah, he said calmly. I am. Silence followed. Then, you're not afraid. Naruto thought about it. The fear, the anger, the betrayal, all of it. I was, he admitted. Back there, he lowered his gaze. But not anymore. The presence shifted. Curious. Why? Naruto clenched his fist. Because everything they said, he paused, then exhaled slowly. It doesn't matter anymore. The wind rustled through the trees. I spent my whole life trying to prove I wasn't a monster. His voice was steady now. Stronger. But they already decided what I am. A faint glow returned around his body. Controlled. Not wild like before. So you accept it? The voice asked. Naruto shook his head. No. The chakra flickered again, responding to his will. I define what I am. Silence. Then, a low, approving laugh. Good. Naruto's eyes narrowed slightly. You're not just some demon, are you? The presence paused. For the first time, it didn't answer immediately. Who are you? Naruto asked. The forest grew still. Even the wind seemed to stop. Then, I am power. Naruto frowned. That's not an answer. I am what they feared. Still not an answer. A brief silence. Then the voice spoke again, quieter this time. Less mocking. More real. I am part of you. Naruto's eyes widened slightly. Part of me. Not separate. Not invading. The presence pulsed faintly. Born with you. Naruto's mind raced. Then why? Why does it feel like you're talking to me? Because you never listened before. That hit harder than expected. Naruto looked down. So all this time, you pushed me away. The voice wasn't angry, just stating a fact. Naruto closed his eyes. The memories came back. Every time he felt that strange power. Every time he ignored it. Every time he feared it. And they called it a demon, he muttered. A soft chuckle. Humans fear what they don't understand. Naruto let out a breath. Yeah, I noticed. He stood up slowly. His body felt lighter now. More in sync. So what happens now? The question hung in the air. For a moment, there was no answer. Then, that depends. Naruto looked ahead. At the endless forest. At the world beyond the village. Do you still want their approval? Naruto didn't hesitate. No. The answer came instantly. Without doubt. Without regret. Then what do you want? Naruto was quiet for a long moment. Then, his expression hardened. Strength. The chakra flared slightly. Controlled. Focused. Not to prove anything to them, he added. But so no one can ever decide my fate again. The presence hummed. Satisfied. Then we begin. Naruto smirked faintly. For real this time. Days passed. Then weeks. Naruto didn't return. Didn't look back. He trained. Relentlessly. Learning to control the chakra instead of fighting it. Understanding it. Accepting it. At first, it resisted. Wild. Unpredictable. But Naruto didn't force it. He listened. Adapted. And slowly, it responded. Clones formed faster. Stronger. His speed increased. His senses sharpened. And the red chakra, it changed. Less chaotic. More refined. Like it was evolving alongside him. One night, Naruto stood on a cliff, overlooking a distant town. Lights flickered below, people living their lives, unaware, peaceful. That used to be me, he said quietly. The voice answered. And now, Naruto's eyes hardened. Now I see things differently. He crossed his arms. They're all the same. Judging, fearing, turning on you when it's convenient. The wind picked up. But that doesn't mean I'll become like them. The chakra flickered calmly around him. I won't destroy everything. He paused. But I won't protect it either. A middle ground. Neither hero nor villain. Something else. Something new. Naruto turned away from the town. Konoha made their choice. His voice was calm, cold. And now, I've made mine. Far away, unseen, Ambu scouts watched from the shadows. We found him. The wind howled across the valley. Dark clouds gathered overhead, casting long shadows over the broken terrain below. Naruto stood at the edge of a cliff, his cloak shifting gently with the breeze. His eyes were calm, but no longer innocent. He felt them before he saw them. Multiple chakra signatures. Familiar. So they finally came, he said quietly. Behind him, figures emerged from the trees. Ambu, Jonin, elite shinobi. And at the front, the ones he once called friends. Shikamaru stepped forward, hands in his pockets, expression serious. Took us long enough, he muttered. You're not easy to track anymore. Naruto didn't turn around. I wasn't hiding, he replied. You just didn't know where to look. Silence. Then, why did you run? Sakura asked. Naruto slowly turned. Their eyes met again. But this time, there was distance. A gap that couldn't be closed. You really have to ask that. Naruto said. Sakura hesitated. For the first time, she didn't have an answer. Tenten stepped forward. Naruto, we didn't come to fight, she said. We just want to talk. Naruto looked at her, then at Lee, then at Hanata, standing slightly behind, still weak, but alive. A small breath escaped him. You shouldn't have come, he said. Shikamaru's eyes narrowed. We don't have a choice, he replied. The village sees you as a threat now. Naruto smirked faintly. Still, no one laughed. No one denied it. Yeah, Shikamaru admitted. Still, the air grew heavier. Ambu shifted, ready, waiting. Naruto looked at them all. Really looked. And what he saw wasn't hatred, wasn't even anger. It was fear. You are all scared of me, he said. No one answered. Because they couldn't. Naruto nodded slowly. Good. That one word changed everything. The atmosphere snapped. Sharp. Dangerous. You wanted a monster, Naruto continued. The red chakra flickered faintly around him. Controlled. Quiet. I became something worse. Ambu instantly moved. Weapons drawn. Stand down. Shikamaru ordered, but it was too late. Naruto sighed. You never listen. In a flash, he vanished. Reappeared in the middle of them. Not attacking. Just standing. And that alone sent shockwaves through the group. So this is it? Naruto asked. You came to drag me back. Or kill me. Neither. Tenten shouted. Naruto glanced at her. Then why are you here? Silence. Heavy. Uncomfortable. Hanata stepped forward, her voice soft but unwavering. To bring you home. Naruto froze. Just for a second. Home. That word. Still had weight. But not the same meaning. That place isn't my home anymore, he said quietly. Hanata's eyes trembled. It can be, she said. Things can change. No, Naruto shook his head. They already made their choice. His gaze shifted to the others. They stripped me of everything I had there. Friends, trust, belonging. All that's left is this. The chakra rose slightly, calm, but overwhelming. Shikamaru stepped forward. Then what now? He asked. You just walk away. Live like this forever. Naruto looked at him. Yeah. The answer was simple. Final. I'm done fighting for people who don't believe in me. The wind picked up again. Stronger. But I'm not your enemy either, Naruto added. That made everyone pause. I won't attack the village, he continued. Unless you give me a reason to. A warning. Clear. Unmistakable. Ambu tightened their grip on their weapons. The tension was razor thin. One wrong move, and everything would explode. Shikamaru exhaled slowly. Troublesome as always. Naruto smirked faintly. Yeah. A long silence followed. Then, Shikamaru raised his hand. Stand down. The Ambu hesitated. That's an order. Slowly. Weapons lowered. The tension eased. Slightly. Naruto watched carefully. Measuring. Deciding. You're really letting me go? He asked. Shikamaru shrugged. Dragging you back would start a war we can't win. Honest. Blunt. Very Shikamaru. And killing you, he added, doesn't look possible anymore. Naruto chuckled. Good call. Tenten stepped forward again. Will we ever see you again? She asked. Naruto didn't answer immediately. He looked at the sky. At the horizon. At everything beyond. Maybe, he said finally. Maybe not. Lee clenched his fists. You will always be our friend, he declared. Naruto glanced at him, and for a brief moment, a hint of his old self returned. Take care of yourselves, he said. Hinata stepped forward one last time. Nah, but she stopped, because she knew, he had already decided. Naruto turned away. No hesitation. No looking back. Tell the village something for me, he said over his shoulder. Shikamaru raised an eyebrow. What? Naruto paused. Just slightly. Then, they were wrong. The wind surged. And in the next second, he was gone. Silence filled the valley. No one moved. No one spoke. Because they all understood what just happened. They didn't lose a monster. They lost Naruto. And somewhere far beyond, Naruto stood alone once again. But this time, he wasn't broken. He wasn't lost. He wasn't trying to prove anything. The red chakra flickered calmly around him. Not a curse. Not a burden. But a part of him. My own path, he said quietly. And with that, Naruto Uzumaki walked forward, not as a hero, not as a villain, but as something the world had never seen before. And just like that, Naruto walked away from everything he once called home. Not as a hero, not as a villain, but as something far more dangerous. Someone who no longer needed anyone's approval. They called him a monster. But in the end, they were the ones who created him. The village chose fear over trust. And in doing so, they lost their greatest protector. Now, somewhere beyond their reach, Naruto Uzumaki is forging his own path. Stronger, colder, unbreakable. And the next time they meet him, things won't be the same. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more dark anime what if stories. Comment below. Do you think Konoha made the right decision, or their biggest mistake? This is just the beginning. Because some stories don't end here. They evolve. See you in the next one.